Let's start with the second exercise. Question number 1 is the battery remains connected to a parallel plate capacitor and a dielectric slab is inserted between the plates. What will be the effect on capacitance, charge, potential difference, electric field and the energy stored? Okay, whenever the battery remains connected to a parallel plate capacitor, then the potential difference between the plates will remain constant. And if the battery is removed, then the charge, whatever charge is accumulated on the plates of the capacitor, the charge remains constant. Here it is given that the battery remains connected. It means the potential difference between the plates will remain constant. Okay, now the first part is capacitance. We know that whenever a dielectric slab is inserted, whether a conducting slab is inserted or a dielectric slab is inserted, the capacitance always increases. So the capacitance increases. The second part is charge. Q is equal to C into V. V here is constant, the potential difference between the plates. As C increases, so the charge also increases. The third point, potential difference. Potential difference remains constant. Why? Because the battery remains connected. Then the fourth point is electric field. Electric field, there is some reduced value of the electric field which is equal to E naught upon K. Okay, so the electric field reduces whenever a dielectric slab is inserted. So now the electric field becomes E naught upon K. So the electric field decreases. The fifth point is energy stored. Energy stored is given by Q square upon 2C, half CV square or half Q into V. So we have to consider such an expression in which one term should be constant. So let us consider half CV square. Why? Because V is constant. So if C is increasing, energy also, the potential energy also increases. Now second question is, in the above question, if the battery is removed after charging, the battery is removed. Now whatever charge remains on the plates of the capacitor, the charge remains constant. So here how all the 5 parameters are affected. The first is capacitance. Okay, these are the 5 parameters. Capacitance, whenever a dielectric slab is inserted, capacitance increases. The second point is charge. Charge, as the battery is removed after charging, so Q remains constant. So you have to keep it in mind that whenever the battery remains connected, V is constant. When the battery is removed after charging, the whatever is the charge, Q remains constant. Now the third point is potential difference. V is equal to Q upon C. As C increases, so the potential difference decreases. Then the fourth parameter is electric field. Electric field, again inside a dielectric slab, decreases, which is equal to E naught upon K. K is the dielectric constant. Okay, now the fifth point, energy stored. Energy stored, now which expression can we use? Q is constant, so in terms of Q square upon 2C. Okay, as here Q remains constant and C here increases, so the energy decreases. Number 3 is a parallel plate capacitor has a capacity 6 microfarad in air and 60 microfarad in dielectric medium. What is the dielectric constant? In air, we know that the capacitance is given by A epsilon naught upon D. Whereas in a dielectric medium, the capacitance will be given by A into K epsilon naught, where K is the dielectric constant upon DD is the separation. Dividing these two equations, this is given as 6 microfarad and in the medium, it is given as 60 microfarad. So K is equal to, dividing the two equations, C in medium to C in air, that is 60 upon 6, that is it is equal to 10. Next is calculate the capacitance if the equivalent capacitance is 30 microfarad. Okay, now the equivalent capacitance of this combination is 30 microfarad. Here in the figure you can see that these 20 microfarad capacitors are connected in parallel. And whenever they are connected in parallel, the equivalent capacitance is C1 plus C2 plus C3. So it is equal to 20 plus 20 plus 20, that is, it is equal to 60 microfarad. Okay, now this C is in series. We can draw the figure. This is C. Now in place of all the three, what is this? This is Cp, which is equal to 60 microfarad, and this one is C. Now the equivalent of these two you can see that they are connected in series. So the equivalent of these two is equal to 30 microfarad. So 1 upon 30 is equal to 1 upon C plus 1 upon Cp. That is 1 upon C is equal to 1 upon 30 minus 1 by 60. Simplifying it, 60 is the LCM. 2 minus 1, that is C is equal to 60 microfarad. So what is the value of this capacitance? It is 60 microfarad. If the equivalent capacitance of this is how much? It is 30 microfarad. Then question number 5 is how much work is done to charge 24 microfarad when the potential difference between the plates is 500 volts. Okay, so this work done is equal to the energy stored in it, which is equal to half CV square. Okay, why? Because C is given, B is given, and here C is equal to 24 microfarad. Micro is 10 raised to the power minus 6. V square 500 square. So on simplifying it, you get the answer to be 3 joules. Now let's proceed to the next question. Question number 6. Question number 6 is find the equivalent capacity. Okay, in these two figures. Okay, now here the battery is connected between this plate and this plate. That is, this is positive, this is negative. So here we see that these two are connected in parallel. How will they be connected? Because these two are getting the same potential difference, the same voltage. So these two will be, whenever it is connected, the figure is given in this manner, these two will be connected in parallel. So the equivalent capacitance in A figure is equal to, whenever they are connected in parallel, C1 plus C2, and C1 is equal to, we know that A epsilon naught upon D. So here the area is A by 2 epsilon naught, but it is filled with a medium of dielectric constant K1. A, K epsilon naught upon D, here the area is A by 2, K1 into epsilon naught, and the separation distance between the two plates is D. Similarly, C2 is equal to, area is A by 2 epsilon naught K2 upon D. So taking this epsilon naught upon 2D outside and A outside, what do we get? Epsilon naught upon 2D. Let's write it here. Epsilon naught upon 2D into area into K1 plus K2 is when is the answer of the A figure. Now in the B one, here is the positive. Here it is connected in such a way that this plate is getting positive charge, this plate is getting negative charge. This is positive, this is negative. So in this case, there is some potential difference between these two and then these two. So it means they are connected in series. So if the figure is drawn like this, it means this combination is the series combination. And we know that 1 upon Cs will be equal to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2. So 1 upon Cs is, C1 is, the area of the plates is A, K1 into epsilon naught upon the separation distance. The separation distance will be D by 2. Why? Because this total separation distance is D and we are finding out the capacitance only of this capacitor. So it will be the distance, the separation distance of this two plates will be D by 2 plus C2, 1 upon C2. C2 is A K2 epsilon naught, again this distance is D by 2. So on simplifying it, what do we get? this D by 2 inside the bracket 1 upon A K1 epsilon naught plus 1 upon A K2 epsilon naught is 1 upon CS. CS will be reciprocal of it. That is, this can be written as D upon twice A epsilon naught 1 upon K1 plus K2. 1 upon K1 plus 1 upon K2. This is 1 upon CS. So CS will be the reciprocal of it twice A epsilon naught K1 into K2, take the LCM of it, K1 into K2 upon D into K1 plus K2. So this is the answer. Now the next question, question number 7 is from the following graph, which of the two charge or potential is kept constant? Okay, so here the graph is of inversely proportional. We know that energy is given by Q square upon 2C. So here the graph is plotted between energy and this is the capacitance. So the graph between energy and capacitance is a curved line, is inversely proportional. So from here we see that U is inversely proportional to the capacitance and this is the formula. So what remains constant? U remains constant. So what is kept constant? The charge is kept constant. Question number 8 is a 4 microfarad capacitor is charged by 200 volt supply. Supply is then disconnected and charge capacitor is connected to another uncharged 2 microfarad capacitor. How much electrostatic energy of the first capacitor is lost in this process? Okay, here we know that whenever a charged capacitor which is charged to a higher potential is connected to another capacitor which is charged to a lower potential, the charges start flowing from higher capacitor to the lower capacitor. This we have already discussed and we have found out the expression of the loss of energy, and the loss of energy is given by C1 into C2 V1 minus V2 whole square upon twice of C1 plus C2. This is the energy lost here of the first capacitor. Okay, now here C1 is given as the capacitance of the first is 4 microfarad, which is 4 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 farad. And C2 here is given that another uncharged 2 microfarad. So the capacitance of the second capacitor is 2 microfarad, which is 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 farad. Okay, V1 is the first capacitor is charged by a 200 volt supply. So V1 is 200 and what is V2 over here? Another uncharged. Uncharged means V2 is 0. Okay, substituting all these values, what do we get? We get the answer to be 2.67 into 10 raised to the power minus 2 joules. Question number 9 is two capacitors of capacitances 6 and 12 microfarad are connected in series with a battery. The voltage across 6 microfarad is 2 volt. Calculate the battery voltage. So let this is the 6 microfarad capacitor and this one is the 12 microfarad capacitor which are connected in series, and this is connected to a battery. Let the voltage of the battery is V volts. Okay, the potential difference of 6 microfarad. The potential difference here is 2 volt. Okay, let across 12 microfarad, the potential difference developed is V2. Okay, now here you have to find out the battery voltage, that is you have to find out V. Okay, now here we see that if the C and V are given, we can find out Q, that is the charge on 6 microfarad. Let it be Q1. Q1 is equal to C into V. C here is 6 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 into 2, that is 12 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 coulomb. Now as they are connected in series, so the charge remains the same. So Q2 is also equal to 12 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 coulomb. Okay, now capacitance C2 is given, Q2 is given, so you can find out V2. V2 is equal to Q2 upon C2. Q2 here is 12 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 coulomb, and C2 here is 12 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 farad. So V2 here is equal to 1 volt. Now the total battery voltage will be equal to V1 plus V2. V1 here is 2 volt and V2 here is 1 volt. So the answer is 3 volt. So the total battery voltage is 3 volts. Question number 10 is, four capacitors each of 12 microfarads is connected to a 500 volt supply. Determine the equivalent capacitance and the charge on each capacitor. Now from the figure you can see that C1, C2 and C3 are connected in series, and this combination is in parallel to C4. Let's redraw the figure. This is C1, C2, C3. This is in parallel to C4, and the battery voltage is given as 500 volt. Okay, so C1, C2 and C3 are in series, which is in parallel to C4. The first part is calculate the equivalent capacitance. Each is of 12 microfarad. So 1 upon C123, that is the equivalent of 123 will be equal to 1 upon C1, which is 12 microfarad, plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3. That is, this is equal to 3 by 12, or which is equal to 1 by 4. So the equivalent of first, second and third capacitor is 4 microfarad. Now this 4 microfarad is in parallel with C4. So the equivalent capacitance will be equal to C4 plus 4 microfarad. Okay, and C4 is 12, 12 plus 4. So this is equal to 16 microfarad. So what is the equivalent capacitance? The equivalent capacitance is 16 microfarad. Now also you have to find out the charge on each capacitor. Okay, so C4 will get a potential difference of 500 volt. So V4 is also equal to 500 volts. Why? Because this C4 is in parallel to C123, and in the parallel combination they get the same battery voltage. So V4 is 500 volts and C4 is 12 microfarad. So here you can find out Q4. Q4 is equal to C4 into V4, that is 12 microfarad into 500 volts. Micro can be written as 12 into 10 raised to the power minus 6. So let us write it as 10 raised to the power minus, this is 12 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 into 500, which comes out to be 6 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 coulomb. So the charge on the fourth capacitor is 6 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 coulomb. Now let's find out the charge on C1, C2, C3. Okay, as these three are in series, so the charge on Q1, Q2 and Q3 will be the same. Why? Because they are connected in series. Okay, now let's find out. Okay, now what will be V? V1, V2, V3. All three will be equal because the capacitances are equal. Each one is of 12 microfarad. And how much it would be? This total series combination is getting a potential of 500 volt. So each one will get a potential difference of 500 divided by 3 volt. Why? Because they are connected, each one is of same capacitance and they are connected in series. So V1, V2, V3 will be. Okay, so Q1 could be found out. Q1 is equal to C1 into V1. C1 is 12 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 and V1 is 500 upon 3, which is equal to 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 coulomb, and the same is equal to Q2. Q3 will also be equal to 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 coulomb. Next question is question number 11. The net capacitance of three identical capacitors in series is 3 microfarad. Okay, so there are three capacitors. Each one is having the same capacitance. Let the capacitance of each is, let capacitance of each capacitor is C. Let us consider of each capacitor is C. Okay, when they are connected in series, then the equivalent capacitance is 3 microfarad. So we know that 1 upon Cs. 1 upon Cs is 1 upon 3 microfarad is equal to 1 upon C plus 1 upon C plus 1 upon C. All the three uh, have the same capacitance and they are connected in series. So 1 upon 3 is equal to C, you can take LCM 1 plus 1 plus 3. So C is equal to 9 microfarad. So what is the capacitance of each one? The capacitance of each capacitor is 9 microfarad. Now it is asked that what will be their net capacitance if they are connected in parallel. When they are connected in parallel, then it will be equal to C plus C plus C, and each capacitor has a capacitance 9, 9 plus 9 plus 9. So it will be 27 microfarad. Next is find the ratio of the energy stored in the two configurations if they are connected to the same source. That is, when they are connected in series, then the energy stored is equal to half equivalent capacitance in series to V square. They are connected to the same source, so V will be same. And the equivalent capacitance is given as, here the equivalent capacitance when they are connected in series is 3 microfarad. So half into 3 into V square. Okay, this is 3 microfarad. And when they are connected in parallel, then half the equivalent capacitance in parallel to V square, half, and Cp is equal to 27 microfarad connected to the same source. So this will be V square. So micro cancels out when we divide it, or you can write here 3 into 10 raised power minus 6, 27 into 10 raised power minus 6. Now here you have to find out the ratio of the energy U in series to the energy stored in parallel. Dividing the two equations, what do we get? 3 upon 27, that is 1 upon 9. So what is the ratio? It will be 1:9. Question number 12 is, a slab of material of dielectric constant K has the same area as that of the plates of parallel plate capacitors, but the thickness is D by 2, where D is the separation between the plates. You have to find out the expression for the capacitance when the slab is inserted between the plates. So, in the third part, we have derived the expression of the capacitance when the dielectric slab is inserted between the plates, and the expression is C naught upon 1 minus T upon D plus T upon D into K, where K here is the dielectric constant. Okay, now here it is given that T is equal to D by 2. The thickness of the slab is equal to D by 2. So substituting it here, we get C naught upon 1 minus T is D by 2. So 1 minus half plus 1 upon 2 K, which is equal to 1 minus half is half. So C naught upon half plus 1 upon 2K. Okay, now taking the LCM of the denominator, 2K comes in the numerator, C naught upon K plus 1. Okay, now what is this C naught? C naught is the capacitance of the capacitor when air is filled between the plates of the capacitor, and which is equal to A epsilon naught upon D. So substituting this C naught over here, we get the expression of the capacitance to be 2A epsilon naught K upon D into 1 plus K. So when a dielectric slab is inserted, whose thickness is D by 2 in the plates of the capacitor, where its dielectric constant is K, then the capacitance is given by this expression. Okay, then let's proceed to the next question. Question number 13, which is a parallel plate capacitor of capacitance C is charged to a potential V. It is then connected to another uncharged capacitor having the same capacitance. We have to find out the ratio of the energy stored in the combined system to that of the initial single capacitor. Okay, now here for a single capacitor, the energy is given by, if its capacitance is C and is charged to potential V, so its energy is given by half CV square. Okay, now this capacitance is connected to another uncharged capacitor of the same capacitance. So it is connected to another, this was C, this is also connected to another capacitor which is uncharged. Okay, so we know that as these two are connected in series, so the net capacitance, now the net capacitance will be equal to, as they are in series, 1 upon C net is equal to 1 upon C plus 1 by C. So it will be equal to C upon 2. So now for the combined system, this is for a single capacitor. Now for the combined system, when these two are connected in series, then the energy stored will be equal to this net capacitance into V square. Okay, it is connected to the same source, so V is the same. So half C net is C by 2 into V square. Now here you have to find out the ratio of the energy stored in the combined system to the initial single capacitor. That is, you have to find this ratio U combined to U of a single capacitor. Okay, so half C by 2V square divided by half CV square, you get the answer to be 1 by 2. Okay, but if they are connected in parallel, then the net capacitance will be 2C. Then the ratio will be 2:1. Okay, so but in the question it is not clear that how they are connected. So here we have considered to be connected in series. Then the ratio comes 1:2. Question number 14 is from the figure, when the switch is closed, in which circuit will the charge on the left hand side capacitor increase, second part is decreasing, and the third part it remains the same. Okay, now three figures are given over here. In the first figure, let's find out the charge on the first capacitor is 6Q and its capacity is 2C. Okay, whereas in the A figure, on the right hand side capacitor, C is the capacitance and 3Q is the charge. So let's find out the potential in the A figure. Let's find out the potential of the left capacitor, that is the left to the switch. Okay, we know that this potential is given by charge upon capacitance. So 6Q upon 2C, which is equal to 3Q upon C. Okay, whereas on the right side, the potential will be given by the potential difference between the plates of the capacitors will be given by 3Q upon C. So this is also equal to 3Q upon C. Okay, now here we see that the potential difference on the plates of the left hand side capacitors is the same as that on the right hand side. So when the switch is closed, we know that only the charges flows from high potential capacitor to the low potential capacitor. So as both are at the same potential, so the charges will not flow, that is the charges remain the same in this case, same on the left hand side, same on the right hand side. The charges will not flow from one capacitor to. Okay, whereas in the B figure, the potential on the left capacitor is 6Q upon C and the potential on the right capacitor is 3Q upon C. Okay, as here we see that the potential on the left capacitor is more than that on the right capacitor. So when the switch is closed, the charges will start flowing from the left capacitor to the right capacitor. So now here the charges flows from left capacitor to the right capacitor. So here in the question it is asked that on the left capacitor, in which case the charges increases, decreases and remains the same. So in this case it is remaining the same. The third part remaining the same is here. Okay, now here the charge on the left capacitor will decrease. Why? Because the charges are flowing from the left capacitor to the right capacitor. So the charges here will decreases on the left capacitor. Decreases on left capacitor. Why? Because the charges now flows from left to the right capacitor. Now let's see in figure C, the potential on the left capacitor. The potential difference between the plates of the left capacitor is 6Q upon 3C, okay, which is equal to 2Q upon C. Whereas on the right capacitor, it is 3Q upon C. Now when the switch is closed, as here we see that the right capacitor has a greater potential. So when the switch is closed, the charges will flow from the right to the left capacitor. So on the left capacitor, the charges increases. So it increases on the left capacitor. Increases on left capacitor. Why it increases? Because we know that the charges, whenever two capacitors which are charged to different potentials are connected, then the charges flow from high potential to the low potential capacitor. So here the right hand side capacitor is having a greater potential, so the charges will flow from right to the left capacitor, and hence the charges on the left capacitor increases. Okay, then question number 15 is the space between the plates of a parallel plate capacitor is completely filled in two ways as shown in the figure. Obtain the relation between K, K1 and K2. Okay, now here we see that in the first figure, there is only one single capacitor in which a dielectric medium is there, whose dielectric constant is K, and the separation between the plates is D. So we know that the capacitance of this capacitor is equal to A K epsilon naught upon D. Okay, now in the second figure, here, if this is connected to the positive side of the battery, this is connected to the negative side of the battery, we see that these two capacitors, these two acts like different capacitors and they are connected in series. So let the capacitance of this capacitor is C1 and let the capacitance of the other capacitor is C2. And as these two are connected in series, so 1 upon equivalent capacitance is equal to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2. So this one, the one which is having K1 dielectric constant has a capacitance C1, and the one which is having K2 dielectric constant has a capacitance C2. So 1 upon C1 plus C2. C1 we know is equal to A K1 epsilon naught upon D by 2. So this 2 will come here. The same way, this is equal to D upon 2 A K2 epsilon naught. Okay, taking the LCM or taking this D upon 2A epsilon naught outside, then inside the bracket 1 upon K1 plus 1 upon K2. Okay, taking the LCM, K1 into K2, and here it will be K1 plus K2. Now this is 1 upon equivalent capacitance, so C will be equal to 2A epsilon naught K1 into K2 upon D into K1 plus K2. Okay, so these two have the same capacitance. Let us equate these two. We get A K epsilon naught upon D is equal to 2A epsilon naught K1 into K2 upon D into K1 plus K2. Okay, on simplifying, that is A and A cancels out, cancelling from the left and right hand side. This cancels out, D cancels out. So what do we get the relation between K, K1 and K2? K is equal to 2K1, K2 upon K1 plus K2 is the relation 2K1, K2 upon K1 plus K2 is the relation between K, K1 and K2. Okay, so that's it. In this exercise, we have completed the second chapter. The third chapter, the notes of the third chapter and the explanation of the third chapter will be put on shortly. So if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, kindly do so. Thank you.